anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Cid.
Here.
What an amazing spot. It is just witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the Blighted. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would be...
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped... Do you recall the extract with which I took a moment to distill some more? You must accept this phial as thank... Allow me to thank you again, Master Cid.
A few more of these, and the Deadlands will seem less dead.
These flowers are beautiful.
When they play music for their crops.
Kicked out?
No.
Why are the gates?
Chief Sword. Not that I don't I suggest.
That's what I'm... Ain't changed a...
No.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell?
Well, I'm here to see...
All right. Just...
Yeah.
Go on then.
So this is not much going on.
It's a Smith. When I was a lad... Clive, you're good with people.
Hey, you ain't...
There's a river of... But if...
All right.
I appreciate it. He'll be near the forge on you.
Forge on the...
Good luck. Our master always...
Wonder why Blackthorn and Zoltan fell out. Hammer envy?
Blackthorn's got some nerve coming back here.
Would you like to see my wares? May we meet again?
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
He's helping the chief with something very important. Go back inside now.
Potter! Those miss...
Pardon the intrusion.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well, you're not welcome.
Blackthorn.
What did he...
He's travelled. He's waiting.
They're nice.
Didn't you?
So what if we...
Fuck! These bare as flames! We're never going to be able to fire up the...
I'm a busy... Oh. He's not one...
All right.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up...
I thought I'd made myself clear. Tess.
We could try and make it
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your... Let me
guess.
As a personal...
Well,
There'll be no talking him round.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, what turned the village against you?
I left. Dravosh, there are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single, and the other kind, people like Zoltan, the kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throat, and bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravosh.
you didn't have to do...
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Throughout until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in...
Thanks to Sid Ginger, he saw all of this coming. New crystals were the problem, not the solution.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's... What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest... Clive, Dravosh won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we should... The way I see it.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. And you'd be throwing it...
All right. This place with Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was... Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from Dravosh will show the world that it... Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you?
All right.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. I need leather for the bellows, and luckily for us...
Time for a spot.
Sid tried all sorts of leather to make those bellows, but salamander skin was young. It kind of worked. Luckily for all our sakes, salamanders aren't too hard to find around these parts.
Ready, go?
Faster!
Let's make this quick, shall we? No holding back. I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
What's this all about, then?
Don't know.
Good news, Clive. When I talk...
Any trouble?
Nothing I could...
Right then, everyone pulls their...
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it...
You know what this means?
Sorry about... That thing you built us is... You saved...
It's Blackthorn you should be thank... What is it?
Pet coal cinders. After he left, I spent years... That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire. Our secret... I've always envied Blackthorn since the day I became chief. No amount of sleepless nights at the end, but he took all his talent and left. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geeks. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. He's still explaining the ins and outs of the new forge, so I doubt we'll be going anywhere for a bit.
Gentlemen, I see you both...
Yeah, well, we didn't want the whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has.
Oh, but that reminds me.
Pit coal cinder. And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure.
Yeah. You know, every time you put on mail, there's no greater honour. I'm not about to go crawling. And if that helps save even a single life. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? Sounds like I better get to work.
It's good to see you back.
I don't know, but I'm great now.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are.
A little healthy competition.
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zolt. No use grumbling. Blackthorn's happy.
So, will it be? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. That it? Fine.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
Clive.
What's this?
A chest of all the... Seeing as you're so reluctant...
I'm sure it will be entire.
And work Rodrigue all the hardy. I'll take that particular piece of advice when... Besides...
Who indeed?
I'm glad I was there for his final moments. He deserved the peace he chose.
I were right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Aina is one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must?
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me? Here they come! We can give her.
Behind me, Lord Rosfield. I'll take care of these fuckers.
Behind you? I'll have you know, Earthbreaker here once struck fear into the heart of every man in the fleet.
About that offer, Gav?
How are we doing, Mid?
I thought you said that ship was fast.
haven't felt this alive in the 20 summers! Come on, then! Which of you lot fancies meeting Ogre Killer next?
I thought it was called Heartbreaker.
Don't let the coppers, you curs! With help to pay, and I'll be damned if I'm going first.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
For another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? A boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my axe? No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate! New plan! You leave! We follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through an Eddie's veins. These foes will not fall easily.
But they will.
Oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it! Let's do the lot!
right! Run for it!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ha! You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, you can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Greek of mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord. Between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehere.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye! You feel that?
Jill.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Grigor's gas!
One of us.
Hard a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
Now or never.
I'll find her. Where did you hide her, Barnabas?
wants him alive!
Hold on. I'm coming. For both of you.
The shotguns!
Steer the ship!
us, and only one of you.
Jill!
You came!
Get back!
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still!
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest, then.
You got one?
I think so. But to where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The Blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this.
Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty. Defend yourself. In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. Razor Guard, all this fire and fury. And for what? Stopping the Blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might. And thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing with... Without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us, it unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations. And and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit one's unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Muth. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation? And abandon everything we hold dear?
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved.
It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might. Be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. If I'm to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. Then that we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Mead says, brothers talk.
I struggle to believe.
I see your uncle isn't.
He stayed with the Enterprise after our brush with the Einherjar. She went to join him there when we're ready to...
You sure that's wise? Last I heard.
Show me a city where that isn't true.
But we're running out. We've done our best to short. Up the hideaway, still.
Let's hope so. visit Joshua. Assuming time.
You need anything, you just ask. We might not have your uncle's resources, but resourcefulness, we've got in spades.
Clive, I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing. I'll keep providing, but if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be as of those. They've lived their whole lives in servitude. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest out. And if you're wondering why you, well, Sir Wade's putting a...
All right.
Thank, there.
Gizal Green.
Not the most mouth-watering. Better that than some... And chocobos love 'em too. They ain't exact...
I'll take your word.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what... I'll go up there.
I'm sure you...
Get them Gizal green seeds up to Sir Wade in Eastpool, would you?
Ah, what brings you... A delivery.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to, but they'd long since gone to seed. Only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping you might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these.
That's not... These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones, unless we teach them how to live like free men. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late.
The Horde! They're coming, so wait.
Time it all. I gather the men in the square.
Yes, Sir Wait.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable... We don't have the numbers to...
Now you're out.
Precisely.
What if...
You mean the...
So wait. Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians.
You're right. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. If you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if...
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Rossfield?
So what's the...
We'll divide our forces into upon...
You're going to...
I am. By coordinating with luck, and for you...
A sound plan. I'd say you have both in a please.
Ha!
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what we work together, each shielding the other. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria.
We've no time.
Then I will do.
Suppose we'd better do.
Right, you are.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Looks like that's...
Lord Rosfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest.
All the better. So Wade.
Hard to say. I could.
No, you stay. I'll go off. Join me, Owen.
If you're... May the fun...
Next one's mine.
Run like the wind. With me, Torgal. Back to east.
Lord Rosfield.
It's dead.
Thank we were able. I have Guardian's post. I hesitate.
I think it...
We saved. Thank you.
No, you brought us together.
We never had nothing, but now we do.
Forgive us. But there's no doubt. We're free. We have to.
And we should. This is our...
Bella, come on.
This...
They're not Slade.
No, you're... And I believe...
I believe you.
I shall... After all...
I think... But you should be proud. I'll have to put... Speaking of it...
Can we can...
Of course. As Rose...
Indeed we...
And Clive, I ain't...
All right.
Lord Rosfield clearing the... Since that, when the odds seemed but ever to be a sheep, know that whatever trial...
So wait, you have all... I know that... And in...
Thank you, I know that... Thank you again for all you have done for me. In mine, my lord. You may rest assured that Eastpool will be safe in my...
The here is luck. Not only did...
I just...
And it's... Take it.
Thank you, Mum.
So, and a hope...
Well, it was...
I know, though I suppose... You know, bearers live in flows as I...
I take it.
Well, if you... In fact, that's... He showed up at the stables one day. Founder knows what he... Me. And before I knew it, the told me I was given... And you know what he... And then I did the same.
And you what?
Well, we... Just like you... He's...
Indeed. But the lofty, which is what?
Suppose you... And if we don't good thing we've... It's almost... Anyway, better get back to work. Let's see about making the least of folks who...
That sounds...
Don't worry, Clive. You went alone in this fight.
I just want absinthe all it and just.
Are you alone? They're going to.
It's. But if. Speaking of, maybe I may there. I'm afraid the example, and they might. They have formed, and they grow more.
We'll fight them all up, won't we?
Of course we will. The longer we have our best hope by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have perhaps a certain Lord. How could I refuse? Victor, I have him. I'll go and. Victor has been collating reports on the bandits' encampments. A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil.
Ah, Cid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnus by now.
I did. I've developed, having worked so hard, sentiment.
You're not the only.
What is it?
He asked for my aid, and he said that you.
Then you've come at just the right. There are more camps, but we must strike together. And
all right.
There's one upriver, just out there.
Leave it with me.
The camp is in the desert to the north of here. You know what to do.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together. Let them. They'll be no match for us.
Good girl.
Faster!
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off!
I'd better let Victor know.
Cid. Ah, I see the bandits didn't post.
No, but...
No.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Luke...
What?
Seems that some of the children went Lubor, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is. If he's a bearer, if he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still, all those people...
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here.
You're right.
And now, I made it a habit to keep a crisp... Well,
But we just...
there's nothing. All that matters. Look at him. All lie.
Once people need to do something, convince them.
You're right.
I'm glad I'm a doubt you had to make They know that Lubor and Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants...
I'll do what I... Lubor, I can't promise anything, but...
And that...
Why you taking the bearers? Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
You all along that he was...
Forgive me for...
As have I. The rumors...
He'll never be mad.
But what if his wares? In this, at least, he's done...
Leniency!
I'm sorry, my lord.
So what do you propose?
Perhaps. And they will...
The townsfolk have made them.
Nor I.
You never know.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side? I assume...
There's still...
But...
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. We'll talk some...
No, and you're...
But Lubor...
Rosina would... That steel does not lie. That a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true. That was rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken. But I do not doubt that she was always true, and so must I be. And now, I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the... We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go.
How could it possibly be for the best? The least you can do is give the town...
I would not take it.
Over. And so just like that, you're going to throw this town. I thought you were better, but it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it.
Are you sure you're making...
Of those available to me? Ah, but where are my manners? Here. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything
I'll...
I'm going to go with him. Why is everyone being mean to Lubor? He didn't do anything wrong.
Come back.
Don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
What do you want? Should last you a good while. Anything else? do I owe the honor? Yeah, the weight of... Clever girl, that one. You do what you need to do, Clive.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Here's everything we've received and everything promised. Here you are. Best of luck out there, Cid.
The greater number of our order live among the masses, hidden in plain sight.
Lord Rosfield.
Perhaps. Have you learned anything?
Little and less.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will, even now...
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls, as if protecting.
Secrets.
Should mayhap it would please...
Would that be possible?
Of course. As perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my if you would consent to do so in my...
All right.
They will be most. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you...
Thank you.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart. My colleagues await you in Kretov, my lord.
Do you have any fresh water?
Ah, Clive.
That is good.
Yes, but I still haven't. You couldn't do me.
What is it, this?
Nothing like. I just need to find out.
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame you. I know, no buts.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to the talks with the... They've reached an agreement with the price that the
And you heard no?
None at all.
Elle?
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist... How did the Consortium even find...
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the... You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get even if I fail to free these bearers. Someone needs to prepare...
Oh, and that's... Well... For meeting the Sylv... She'll never join them after this, surely. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to...
You have to trust her.
You're right. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do... So I bid you farewell. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. And better not... Keep Eloise waiting. What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
Faster!
Thanks, Gal. I hope I didn't keep you. Did you arrange it?
Here they are now.
You wished to consult with me?
I did. It's about... We had all but finished making a...
You misunderstand. The Consortium, it was only our regard for you that kept us from... And so we...
I did not. But what is done is done.
Alas, we rarely take on such. The bearers belong to...
Who is your buck?
A trader from a most demanding fellow. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own... That's what you get.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, yes, they pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard. And treat them like...
That does sound... No matter, then. If they've already left our shore. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be...
I'm sorry you weren't it.
As am I. But he was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend... Their representative hint... I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might... As soon as he left, I sent my...
So you...
No. I was a fool to think they...
You tried.
I did. And they deserved... I wanted so...
Eloise! Word from Cashlock.
A pack of beasts have come. Theo and the others, they need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather...
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Let's go.
Faster!
Back to the stables, girl. Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to...
You just have to...
I can do better.
Theodore led...
There's an ether flood up ahead. I know Theo's a bear.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Where are you, Theo? Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. It's over. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. alive? Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Cid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
Elle.
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clark.
That was true bravery. His first instinct was always to protect people.
And now he's gone because I sent him to the...
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one, and I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I was a late bloomer, for unlike most bearers, my parents tried to drive him out of the house and in before they could.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admitted, but he said you deserved a better life than this, just as you freed him from him.
I would be lying if how much easier my life might have been if I had devoted my... But I haven't been with my brother. I only had... He was never, if anything.
You weren't, that he had always been grateful to you, and that he wanted to... Neither you nor Theo weighed each other. You did, and you always...
You're right. All I did was so we could be together. Oh, Theo.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Cap. We can make a difference here. We can help people. I need nothing more from life than that. So, bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we... and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
To continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together, then. For Theodore. The Crimson Caravans is my family business now. I would not exchange it for the world.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Those things I said before about not being able
So many were injured. Oh, my war.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council. Not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want?
He wants to a foundation upon which to build. He's already secured the support of the very...
He would rob the...
Believe me. I have used every means.
What does Captain Philippe? When the town was under attack, it was...
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the... The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the... No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would be given the mood around town. Mutiny may yet be unavoidable.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you, for your services to Northreach, and unlike Philippe, no bonds of... Well? Will you try?
I'll see what I can...
Thank you.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right.
The fact that the soldiers trust you may well carry some weight. Duke.
I may have met this Duke before. At the Remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Halt. Oh. You got some business with...
No, actually. I was hoping
We're under orders not to let any... But you should be... Wait here.
So, you are the sellsword who and I shall... tell me.
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought,
You are worried, yet you needn't be. Pride of place, but no more. For it...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, with Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the... We need only build a wall around both. Plans. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require one whose authority is beyond. That is why, so that any man who wishes to join the army might... And yet, there are those who persist in
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new...
Sabine.
Yes, and I told you then how...
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only... Is that what Griga...
Do not take her name in vain.
I'll come back later. The citizens... I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Sabine.
I've been hearing a lot.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around, and with hardly a word to...
I take it you...
As far as I'm... Just need... The Dame actually cares about this town, unlike the Duke.
All right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered what you thought of the Duke.
Not much. It's thanks to Noble. And now he's trying... If the Dane. The Duke might have soldiers at his beck and call.
A question. What do you think of the Duke of...
Don't get me... You build a life if he thinks his name and his... will do whatever it...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
If he comes calling, the only thing I'll give it the Duke
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You're the one who's talking
on the Dame's behalf. What do you think of it?
I'm a soldier. Listen, I've got nothing. That's where my loyalties lie. Not with it. If the Duke can get us some men, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the Dame.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
I hear the Duke of... Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know...
Look, I want Sanbreque.
What the common folk don't understand is... This is for them. Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Orif.
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws. Think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the empires. And if that means people who don't know one...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
I mean, it'd be nice if we could all do whatever the hell we wanted and not end up...
Captain.
For you? Certainly. Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the... Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I mean, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to...
That's right. I did.
Well, she...
Thank you, Clive. I know what I need. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Well, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing, at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that.
Ah, were you able to...
I was.
So Northreach, well, it will certainly help to hold back the thrall, though I doubt it will come as much consolation. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke...
Sadly, His Eminence values it. I fear he sees the people, needless to say, they themselves are of a different... The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to... And not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek? I dare say I too. Thank you for trying.
I don't know about...
What happened to you?
I handed it in. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it. Because I realised what really matters. Not following some nobleman's orders for this protecting. I honestly, but I'm certain when they do come back, we need to stand with you till... It was you who... There's no point.
Indeed.
Oliver, that has always... We have only... Thank you for...
Anything. Speaking, I fear...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the...
There may be hope for, especially with men like you and I, for my part, shall continue to work, but I suspect I shall have to call until then.
Until then.
Despite my repeated advances, His Eminence...
Come back.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
What do you expect?
There's no way of knowing if Doris...
Fly, Ambrosia.
All right. Ready, girl? Faster! Enough of you, are there? Thanks, girl. Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, say it's their leader. Should have These must be Cyril.
You have our thank.
Who are you?
Ah, I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians. Thanks to them.
You call that your brothers might still be alive? Surely this survey wasn't worth done.
We are charged with uncovering a duty of the...
And you think your dead brothers would agree?
I know they would. Now, to what do we owe the honor of...
Cyril told me of your work.
I see. That is... May the Firebird's flame burn...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Think no more of us, my lord. Only deliver our...
Ah, I hear.
My thanks. I shall study them.
Cyril, your losses which could have been avoided, were these your order?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would... The Undying have we live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their life. Provide your survey parties with an escort. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix. Please.
I think, if you will permit, and we of the Undying as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same... We of the Undying devote our lives to...
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Where are you?
Can I help you?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she...
I'm afraid not. My job, actually. When she...
Did she?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Den.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already, yes. Are you?
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh,
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give your off.
How goes the investigation?
Sid.
You. I heard you were out here on your own.
Of course. She's no fool. If we'd come...
That was her just so.
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from after her brush with those beastmen on the road to North. She's dangerous.
Then I'm going with... I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety.
The Baum Archers.
She asked me to join her at the Bow Marches. It's a wonder she still trusts me after everything that happened.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready?
Back to civilization, is it?
With all haste. Lest any of you lack wits, I presume your men are... We've suffered too many delays as it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
I surrender.
Cid.
Ah, Doris. You know, I always but casting your lot with this
Better fighting for a cause. I'm sorry, Cid. I should have... This woman, my former master, she raised me like a daughter. And I did.
It wasn't all terrible. Surely, you were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. But you proved yourself a master of both. How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, master. Thank you for...
You always were. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. And she no longer has friends in high places.
All right.
I am. And thank you for everything.
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Cid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway. Oh, and your letter. You don't...
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sanbreque, and she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black... Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. Suppose you should know. You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Cid. The Cursebreakers will be...
Keep up.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. Well, anyway, the mines...
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Yep. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help. Doris sent a few Cursebreakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can... If something ain't done...
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah, well... I can't...
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north. Enough for the village.
Well done.
Welcome. I'd never have guessed. Who'd have thought? Keen to help us?
I am.
For you,
Blackthorn.
Oh.
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, long enough that your idea of an apology. Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't he left it to me? The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring him. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their... Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that... You're what? Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. I may be a selfish prick.
What?
Even if it...
You can finish beat.
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough on time as it is. Still...
Just say the word. The villagers know to...
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravost to a swarm of Akash.
You,
We can't afford...
Right you are. Don't want any no... Oh, and...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls.
What was that?
The wash right open.
Good idea. Get your...
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight it.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts know heroic last...
August's rock. The people here are tough.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. It won't come to that. I promise. Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And...
All right. Which one of you's first? Is that it? Apparently not. You're not getting past me. I can't go on.
Prick or not?
Just say the word.